Hi everyone, welcome to Tammy's Creative Cards and Crafts. I'm Tammy. I just wanted to come on today and do this video about my video that I actually posted yesterday regarding my giveaway for getting close to my 300 subscribers. I'm still hovering below 300, so it's still getting close, but still hovering under there. So if there's any new subscribers out there, come over to my channel, subscribe, and we'll get over that number. Yeah. But the best part of the whole giveaway is all the wonderful random acts of kindness and the comments that people have been leaving on my channel. So one of the things that I said I was going to do was read them as they were coming in. And they have just made my heart feel so good. And so I want to read them to you and hopefully just make you feel good, all of you out there, because you know, in the last week or so we've had so much negativity, and how bad can it be to just hear about some wonderful things that all these people, wonderful people in our community are doing that are great. How bad can that be? So that's why I'm doing this. So I'm just going to read all these comments, and it's fantastic. It really touched my heart, and like I said, this is why I started this. I didn't want anybody to send anything to me for the 300 subscribers. I wanted to just give away a prize, and I thought this was just a great thing to do just to lift everybody up from all the negativity that's been going on. So the first one I received was from Live to Scrapbook, and she says that she sent a sweet friend some goodies that she knows she will use, and she's excited for her to get them, and I think that is fantastic. That's a wonderful random act of kindness. And you know what? Everybody loves to receive that. And some people just don't have the means to have and be able to buy things. So that is absolutely fantastic. The next one was from Lorraine Barton. And she says, and I love this, I always greet everyone with a smile, to include strangers in stores, and including strangers in the stores. You know what? Not enough people do that. And awesome. Lorraine, I love that one. The next one was Handmade by Abigail. And I'm naming all these people. Jot these down. Go over to the... I'm giving you a shout out to all these people. That's another thing I'm trying to do as well. Shout out to all these people, and go over to their channel. These are all wonderful people. Go over and show them some love. So the next person was Handmade by Abigail, and she said that she was walking to my daughter's breakfast club at school, and a lad had stopped, came off his bike, and she went over and asked him what the problem was, and he said that his chain came off, and so she went over and put it back on for him. She said her hands were all black, but she was grateful to do that for him, and he felt blessed. Do you know what? That is fantastic, to do something for somebody else. And I'm sure that gentleman just felt awesome that somebody helped him. The next person was Lori Townsend, and she said that she sent a card to her dad, who is fighting with cancer. he is going to be surprised, but he needs prayers and support, even though he's miles away. So everybody that's watching the video, please go over to Lori and show her a little bit of love, and please say some prayers for her father, who's not well. And Lori, I'm sending blessings and love to you and your family in this very, trying time right now. So, to you. And thank you for sending me that comment. The next person was Annie Creates, and she said that she sends random acts of kindness by sending cards weekly to people that she doesn't know. It's her way of spreading kindness all the time. Fantastic. You know, a little card can mean so much to somebody. I live in a condo, and a lot of people in my condo are older, and they are just touched all the time by getting a little card. I made some Valentine's favors and stuff, and my husband went around and handed them out for Valentine's Day. And you know what? It was only a little something, but it meant so much to them. So I just love doing that kind of stuff. All these little, like the little Valentine's boxes and stuff like that I make on the videos, I end up doing that and giving them to people in my building, or just anybody that I can drive, people at the drive-through or wherever I can do that. Okay, so let's see. Bon Mactora, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She said that she was actually in a store and seen an older man struggling with his wife in a wheelchair. He couldn't speak English, but he knew he needed some help. She knew that he needed some help. So she went over and helped lift her out of her wheelchair with him. Thank you for doing that. Speaking from somebody who has MS, which me, I have mobility issues, and when I go to a big department store, on bad days, I have to use a scooter, or if I'm going into a store where I feel I have to stand for a while, I can't do that. So I have a wheelchair that my husband pushes me around because my mobility some days is not great. So I really appreciate you doing that and helping that person. That's awesome. Again, all these things really touch my heart, and I hope that all these are making you feel good as well. This next person is her name is Angela Mcfadden. I had such a great surprise when I seen this person's name, because she is a Canadian. She actually lived right below me in my condo, and she was a great friend of mine, and I had no idea she even subscribed to my channel until I seen her on here yesterday. And so my friend Angela, blessings to you. It's so wonderful to see you on here. And her random act of kindness, she said she's making an effort to greet everyone with a smile and a good morning on her morning walks. So that is fantastic. And I miss you. So thank you so much for doing that. Next person is Sweetwater Cards. She says that she recently sent a box of goodies to somebody who didn't have very much. Fantastic. And again, that's awesome. We should do that more often, because I know myself, I accumulate so much, and it's not that I would want to hold it all. I would gladly just box up some stuff and give it to somebody else that is in need. This and that with Michelle. She messaged me and said that she's always giving people cuts in front of her at the store. It always seems like whenever I go to the drive-through in particular, that only one lane is open, and there's always someone behind her that is in a big hurry, so she lets them go ahead. They're always so grateful. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's very nice of you to do that. There's always somebody that's in a hurry more than you, and sometimes people just get angry over the silliest things, and you know what? Just let them go. I have gone through the drive-through several times as a random act of kindness, you know, for coffee or whatever, and paid for the person behind me. And I don't know if they noticed. I don't know if it even made a difference in their day, but I hope it did. We have a bridge that goes in between my city and the other city and another city, and it's only $1 to go across the bridge, but I have paid the toll for the person behind me, and I hope it's made them smile. I would smile if somebody did that for me. So the next person is Liz Dickey. And she just says congratulations, and I'm sorry, she didn't list a random act of kindness in here, but if you want to be entered into the giveaway, Liz, please put that back in here on the main page. So sorry about that. So let me get back in here. Okay, our next person is Helene Black. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she said, you may already know somebody already that fits the bill, or to pay it forward. Oh, she mentioned this to me. She said about donating to a local animal shelter. Sometimes having they have fundraisers and stuff about my paper that I'm doing this month for the kittens, and that's why I brought up about the paper pad and which one I was going to choose, whether it was going to be the kittens or the girl one. And I just wanted to let everybody know the kittens won by a landslide. Everybody, the majority, have chosen the kittens. There was a handful that chose the girl paper, which is adorable, but the kittens definitely won by a landslide. And so I will be going with the kittens for this month. And I will be showing the cards when they're all done. And I loved Helene, again, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, Black's suggestion about possibly making some cards or an album and donating it to the animal shelter. And I'm definitely going to call on that, because and see if they're interested. I would totally be willing to do that and see if they could raise some money with my cards, or a possible photo album, anything for an animal shelter. I used to, actually I told her this, I used to make cards for a groomers, and I made birthday and thinking of you, and cards for when you were getting a new pet, and I actually even made some sympathy cards, but they were very popular, and I had a hard time keeping up because they were constantly being sold, but I may get back into that, but thank you, Helene, for that wonderful suggestion. I'll let you know how that turns out. So our next person was Denis Becker, and she mentioned that she spoke to somebody, a YouTube friend, who doesn't have a channel, and this person had lost their husband, and she just was struggling, and she just wanted to find a way to brighten their day, and she just found that being a friend to them was a wonderful way to do it. That touched my heart. If there are so many ways that this channel has enlightened my life, and there's so many good things, good friends, and that's why I say stay with the positivity and away from the negativity. So thank you very much, Denise. That was wonderful. Then Janet Kay, she said that she's been sending out these signs saying choose kindness, and she's been sending those out on YouTube because of all the negativity, and just to bring more positive vibes to the crafting community. So that's fantastic, Janet. Thumbs up for you. Our next wonderful person is Fun Paper Art, and she said that right now she is sick, and so is all her kids, and so she said that she wasn't sure if that counts for a random act of kindness, and I told her that if her looking after all her kids, and if she's got patience to be sick as well, and I'm sure she's doing wonderful things to help her children out and be there, you know, taking care of them. So it counts some way. I'm sure she's doing stuff that she doesn't even realize. So hang in there, and I hope you feel better soon. Then we have Crafters Treats 2017, and she said that she has a friend who just had surgery, so she's been checking up on her for a few times during the day, and she also is teaching sewing class for her until she feels better. Fantastic. It's awesome. It's great that you can help her out. And then Terry T said that the random act of kindness was with their hairdresser. It said they live in California. It was a beautiful day, and was on their way to get a money order, but took a detour and went to a smoothie place and purchased a drink called Mango Loco, and bought two and gave one for the hairdresser and surprised her. I think that's awesome. I bet you that the hairdresser was very excited, and paying it forward. I bet you that brightened her day. Lori Brigley, she said, I take people's shopping carts back to the store. I help people load their cars with groceries. I always hold the door for people. My best friend had back surgery. She was recovering for about 4 days and then became paralyzed. Instead of sending her to a nursing home, I moved in with her for a year and did physical therapy for hours and hours a day. Now she's walking with a walker and is very happy that I helped her. It actually brings tears to my eyes. That wasn't a random act of kindness, Lori. That was above and beyond. That is fantastic. This is what I'm talking about, everyone. These beautiful stories of people that are so kind and thoughtful. Robin Renninger, she said, a lady gave, she said, now this is a tip for anybody that may be shipping anything. She said, a lady gave me a tip when I asked her about a flat rate box they have. She said, I pack things in just a plain coffee box, and then I had at home because it was not heavy. And then she said it was cheaper to send my way because when you ship with a flat rate box, if it isn't heavy, you pay less because you only pay by the weight. So, I mean, that was nice of her to let us know that, because how many times, and also her random act of kindness was that she's been sending out her first Happy Mail. She just sent that out on Thursday. But it was nice of her to tell us that little tip about sending out the mail. And because I know that all of us struggle with the cost of the post. It is outrageous. And if I find a way of finding some cheap ways to send stuff, I'll let you know. Because I hear all the time about how it's expensive to send stuff in the U.S. It's equally expensive to send stuff in Canada. When I mailed out the 3 giveaways and 6 Happy Mails last week, it was almost $100. So it's not cheap, and I know it's not cheap over in the United States either. But we do it because we want to make others happy, and you do it if you can. If you can't, it's okay. So our next person is 007 Bond Girl. Let me see here. As for a random act, I'm a believer of showing kindness every day. My most recent act was 2 days ago. I ordered groceries online. When the gentleman arrived, it was pouring down rain. He arrived at my door soaking wet. I went and got one of Toby's blankets and a bottle of water and gave it to him at the door. He was very grateful, and I felt so happy I could help this kind soul. Then I called Instacart and gave him a high recommendation for his customer service skills. That's wonderful. Do you know what? Not only did you help him at the door because he was soaking wet, but you gave him a recommendation which may help his job, and he may get a raise from that. He may get recognition for that. You never know what your kindness, which could be a small thing or a large thing, you never know how that's going to trickle down and work. Just like you never know how something negative could work, but it's always wonderful to do something positive. And it could be the smallest things. Okay, so thank you so much for that one. And Catzel Create, she said that She did a secret we wish, but she wants to keep it a secret. So it's a secret right now. So we're not going to say anything about that. And then Margaret from Florida, she said she's buying things and getting a box to send my crafty friend in Minnesota since she does not have a dollar, I think it's Dollar General. She said DG. So just from listening to other people in the videos and stuff, I think DG stands for Dollar General. So I'm going to assume that DG is Dollar General. And so she says, I'm buying things and getting a box to send my crafty friend in Minnesota. Since she does not have a DG store there, I find great deals to share with her. She will know who she is, and thank me for sharing. So that is absolutely fantastic. Again, if we have extra supplies, share them with a friend. I know, like I said, not everybody has a lot of things. Some people are just starting out, and it's very easy to accumulate things, and how easy it is to do a little box up and share it with somebody else that maybe just starting out and maybe just can't afford things. So a random act of kindness, do something for somebody else. Okay, Margaret from Florida. So that then we have Deborah Vinton, and she said she made some birthday cards and will mail them tomorrow. And she's getting ready to send out some Happy Mail, and it's the second Happy Mail that she sent since she's been on her YouTube channel. So that's fantastic. And how awesome do people love getting birthday cards? I can't wait to do my giveaway for my birthday, so I can actually ask for some memory decks cards, so I can actually know when people's birthdays are, so I can send out some birthday cards. Next we have Ethel Taylor, and she said, every day we can spread kindness, smiles and hellos go a long way. I totally agree with you. Just a smile or say hello to somebody walking down the street means so much, so much, and I laugh at that because sometimes you can look at somebody and smile at them and they give you a sour look, but you know what? Just smile at them, and they might think you're a little crazy, but what does a smile hurt? It's not hurting anybody. So. And then we have Vicki Ford. I'm laughing at that because I've smiled at people or said hello, and I just got just, you know, sometimes you get it, and then other people are so nice, but whatever. I felt good saying hi to them. So then we have Vicki Ford, and she said that she's been going through her stamping stash and putting together a box of new and used items to gift to a friend who is a young mother of 4 who is trying to start making cards for a card ministry. Awesome. Again, you know, gathering up stuff to give to somebody else. It's a great idea. Thank you, Vicki, for doing that. And then Diane Cross, she's in the UK, and she said that they've had a couple of bad storms, and she said she lives next door to a few elderly people, and their bungalows during the storm, their garden decorations were blown over. the communal gardens they share, so they went out to retrieve all their decorations. One elderly gentleman's bird table was broken, so my husband repaired it for him. That was so nice, because sometimes it's hard for the elderly to repair something like that, or even do garden work stuff. So thank you so much, Diane, and I'm sure that meant so much to those elderly people. And the last one that I received today was from Mary Ellen, and she said, today while in the line at the today while in line online in the grocery, a register opened. A cashier called me over. There was a lady in her 80s in front of me, and she had not reached the front of the line, so I helped her move her cart to the new cashier. She was so happy, which in turn made me smile. Not much, but sometimes it's the little things that keep the smiles going. It's so true. Just let somebody go ahead of you in line sometimes. Maybe you have a cart full of stuff and they might have 3 or 4 items in their hand. Is it really going to make that much difference to let that person go ahead? No. So, anyways, if we all did one thing every day for somebody else, just think of what a difference it would make. I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for putting all these wonderful, touching, random acts of kindness and sending them to me for this giveaway. They really have touched my heart. I hope many people send more, and I would love to read more with you. I hope everybody has enjoyed them. Again, anybody that has entered this or wanted to enter this giveaway, if you have not listed a random act of kindness, please edit your little post there and add something on there, or maybe something that you're going to do, because that is one of the things for the contest, for the giveaway. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be something a little small, like you called a friend just to say that you are thinking of them. And I just wanted to also say that please subscribe to my channel. Please find, if you can do a VR on your own channel to send people over to find new subscribers, that's fantastic. To jump the numbers up a little bit, because they're kind of stagnant right now. And then to totally go off topic, I want to just quickly mention, I've been having a little problem with stamping up stamps. And anybody that is out there that knows anything about stamping up stamps, maybe I'm doing something wrong, and that's why I'm asking this. When I have a new Stampin' Up stamp, okay, and I do have some new ones that are not used yet, I had, you take them out of the little rubber here, and they come, let me take one out here, and they come with a little backing like that. Okay, and then, sorry, I had the wrong paper in there. And then it comes with this paper that goes along with it, okay, that you're supposed to peel off. like that. But this is so sticky. Now, this here, from my understanding, gets peeled off, this little part here, and you're supposed to lay this on here. There's a little part that has the, this peels off. And then you lay this on here, on your stamp, line it up. And it gives you a way that you can do it half at a time. And then put the other side on, like that. Okay? And then you have that on your stamp. So you can see, you know, on that side. However, this is so sticky that when I put this on my block, I have a hard time getting it off my acrylic blocks. And what's happening is the other day, that little piece that was on here stuck on there so bad that all the glue stayed on there, and I had to soak them. I soaked them in excruciating hot water for hours with Dawn dish soap, and it still didn't work. The only thing that I could actually get off this stuff was this little tool here. It's like magic. It's a little piece of rubber, if you can see that. And it takes off any glue residue. If you don't have one, it's the coolest tool you'll ever see in your life. Now, right now that looks dirty, but I have got all of the most of the glue residue off of there, and I'll just go and you know, with soap and just wash those off. But nothing else has worked. But I don't understand why these are so sticky, because they're ruining my block. So what I have to do is almost like keep doing this to take the stickiness off them. So if anybody out there is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm doing something wrong, if I'm putting them on the wrong way or something, please let me know. Please write it in the comments below, because in the past they weren't that sticky, and I actually had a hard time them sticking. But these ones are terrible, and to a point where I almost don't want to even purchase the rubber stamps. I only want to buy the clear, but sometimes some of the stamps don't even come in the clear ones. They only come in the rubber. So if you can help me and know the answer to that, please let me know. I would definitely appreciate it. And thank you so much for staying with me through this video. I hope you loved all the comments, the random acts of kindness, and once I get some more, we'll do another little chat with Tammy on the random acts of kindness, and catch up again. Thank you so much, and please subscribe, please like my channel, share with a friend, hit the bell and you'll be notified of my next video. And you can follow me on Instagram. And I'm sending blessings and love to each and every one of you. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye-bye.